Hey guys, I just wanted to answer a couple of questions. Well, more specifically, one question that someone recently posted on one of the videos, and that is about roommates and roommate surveys and how that all works. Okay, so the way the roommate survey works, at least this is back when I did it, which mind you was 2 years, almost 2 years ago, back fall 2011. The way it worked with me was you had the choice of like them choosing the roommate for you or choosing it like when you get there type thing. It was like you have like a little like small survey that they give to you that you can access once you create like it's once you get accepted, like you get your acceptance letter and everything, then you create like your own little account, and you accept your acceptance. There is a roommate selection survey thing. It's a small brief thing, doesn't really have a whole lot of questions to it, and they will choose a roommate for you, according to that survey. Now, I looked at the survey and I didn't trust the survey because the survey was very vague. And so I decided not to, like, I filled out the survey and everything, and then I decided to try and find my own roommate. So even though I filled it out, I was like, no, I didn't want a roommate. Then select it for me anyway. If you do choose to have them select the roommate for you, then they'll alert you when your roommate has been chosen, and they'll send you like their email and everything. And but you have to constantly like look on your profile, online, on whether or not your roommate has been selected or not. And if your roommate, you already know who you want, and they're in the program, there's a certain deadline where one of the two of you has to request each other, or you do have both have to request each other. It's one or the other, but there's a deadline for that. And if you pass the deadline, that's okay. You can still choose whatever roommate you want, but you have to do it. You have to check in at the same time together. I know it's really confusing. I hope that makes sense, but like, I'll explain what I did. What I did was I looked on Facebook, because normally there's Facebook groups for different check-in days or like program times. Like, for instance, like there would be a spring 2013 Facebook group, or for those coming in there'd be a fall 2013 group. And then I was able to find a group for the semester and also for my check-in day. And the reason you want to do the one on check-in day is because you have to check in at the same time. So I looked on Facebook profiles, face surveys that we had kind of created on our own. Like the video that you saw, one of the first couple of videos that I did, one of them was a roommate survey. And yeah, so I filled that out, and when I saw somebody who either had filled it out themselves and posted it on Facebook, or just saw somebody who was checking in on the same day I was by like looking at the discussion board forums on that group, I sent them a message, hey, my name is da 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 da, and this is my survey, would you like to be roommates? And I did that to like several different girls who I wanted to be roommates with. And most of them at that point had already found a roommate, because I kind of did this like, I don't know, back in like June, I think it was. So I didn't have a whole lot of time before we had to check in. And so, yeah. And one of the girls that I submitted my survey to was Shay. And so we kind of like talked about different things. We became Facebook friends. Facebook stalked each other. And I, after looking at her Facebook profile and different things she posted and everything, I kind of realized that she was the kind of person that I would want to be friends with and, be roommates with. And so, like, what we ended up doing is of course, we were checking on the same day. And what you choose, by the way, you choose your check-in day while you're filling out the application process. As in, like, not the application process, the acceptance process. You fill out, you know, like your arrival and departure day and the whole roommate survey thing and finalizing other paperwork and a couple of other things that I don't remember. But like they have a checklist of everything you need to do, so they help you there. But anyway, she and I, you know, planned to arrive there around the same day and wait in line with each other, which you saw in the check-in video. She and I were together, and we went through the process, all the different little things that you have to do during check-in. And one of the first things we actually had to do was the whole housing situation, or, you know, roommates. So what we did was Shay and I chose what we were like, you know, how many people, there's 2 people per room, but like there's more, there can be several like units. Like our unit had 2 rooms, so we had a total of 4 people in our unit, but like my friend Donald had, I think, 3 or 4 rooms, so they had a lot more guys. But anyway, so we chose how many rooms we wanted for our unit, and we wanted as little as possible. Well, she did, I didn't really care. And so, you know, there was one that was open, you know, 3rd floor, you know, 2 rooms, so we chose it. We didn't know who our other roommates were at the time. We just knew that we were going to be roommates. They would, you know, our roommates would fill those rooms later that day, actually. So, yeah, they only had one person, you know, go up. I went up, and they said, how many rooms do you want? I said, we want, you know, as few as possible. No, she found one. And I looked over at Shay. I was like, is this okay? She's like, yeah, it's okay. And, you know, they filled it out. And, you know, Shay and I had her number or her card or something like that, because I had to have something with her. But, like, it's, you know, they ask you what you need. They tell you and they ask you what you need. It's like there's lots of people there to help you through the whole check-in process thing. But, like, as to choosing your own roommate, you know, just the video is choose your own roommate. You either have to request each other after you've both been accepted, or once you pass that deadline, just choose online on your little profile thing, choose that you're going to pick your own roommate, and then just check in together at the same day. If you guys are checking on different days, I don't think that you guys can be roommates, and you also have to keep in mind that if you're both over 21 and you want to stay in the over 21 apartments, then you can, but if one of you is over 21 and you don't want to stay in the under 21 apartments, then you obviously can't be roommates because you can't stay in the same building. If you're over 21, you can stay wherever you want. If you're under 21, you have to stay in the under 21 building. So I stayed in the under 21 building because I just didn't want to deal with the whole drinking thing. But yeah, anyway, sorry this video is kind of long. It's a very kind of complicated situation. You know, I hope that was clear enough. But if you guys have any more questions, please let me know. I'm going to try and post videos for them instead of responding back to them, just because I have a little bit of extra time now because I'm taking less classes. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about applications or professional internships or the college program or Disney vacations or anything like that, or life in general, just go ahead and ask me, comment on this video or in other videos, and yeah, I'll try to respond as quickly as I can. I want to see if I can do like maybe a video a week, but if not, then it'll just be whenever someone asks a question. So yeah, see you later.